Well, ladies and gentlemen, the entertainment is back for our YouTube show. I am deeply apologetic to have to put you through that you went through for the last couple of weeks, but I'm back. I won't be away for a while now. I don't think I've got any holidays going, do I? So we'll have plenty of fun each Wednesday as we used to before Chris took over the show on his own. Hope everyone had a great Christmas. How was yours?
Yeah, it was good.
What'd Santa get you?
I don't know. Just a nice family day. Good time. The last week's been good. We've coped pretty well without you. Not too many monumental mistakes that I know of anyway. It's a good time. Staff have got through the holiday period well. They do a fantastic job. And I've taken it a little bit easier too. I've enjoyed it.
Good.
Yeah. Good to have you back though, son.
Thanks, mate. Thanks. And
but life does still go on without you.
Everyone's replaceable. What? Tell me, you had a few winners.
Yeah, we did. We had a good day at Randwick on Boxing Day, including the Summer Cup. I'm imposing, got a well-deserved win there, back-to-back Summer Cups,
yep.
Which hasn't been done for a long time by any horse, or a horse for many years. We had Liberty Island. What was the other one?
On that day?
Yeah.
The other 3-year-old race, wasn't it?
Yeah. Not sure. It'll come to me.
There's been 4,000 race meetings over the last couple of weeks, so forgive us.
Yeah, and the next day Canterbury won a couple. We had a few good placings.
Archerry was a big win.
Was good. A few unlucky ones too.
Yeah.
But that's racing. You can't win them all. We don't expect to win them all. I think some people expect us to win them all. I think some people don't want us to win any. But life goes on. We just do our best. We don't claim to be the best, but we strive for good results for our owners.
We have fun.
And the punters.
We have fun, don't we?
Yes.
That's what's important.
It is. We're going to do it in 2 parts this week.
Yeah, episode 2
So
will be for the provincial meeting. So if you want to watch the provincial tips...
It's not tips, Liam. It's just a chat about our runners.
For all the non-punters...
Can't offend people.
They can watch the information on our runners, episode 2. So
we're going to do the city in the first
this is
part.
the premium channel and the other channel's the second channel.
The second channel will probably get more views than the first channel.
You'll be filthy when you're a few weeks ago because I liked a horse called Bella Galliano and she saluted at $35.
It's no use talking about that crap.
Anyway, Flemington, Saturday.
We've all got punting stories, Liam. Some of us choose not to remember them.
When your life and death depends on it, it's worth telling the story. Flemington, Thursday, tomorrow, Fulga, 2,000 metres, barrier 1, Craig Williams.
Where did you get all that from?
Got an iPad on my knee. Got it for Christmas off Alicia.
God
love her.
It's got, oh, you can't see it.
God love her.
The best Christmas present I've seen you get for a while.
Yeah.
Because I said to Liam after Christmas I was going to buy him a new iPad, but Alicia beat Chris to it.
Me.
I said that. You said, no, boss, you're doing
You
enough for me.
reimbursed me. Fulga. Thought his run was good the other day at Flemington.
Super. Craig
Track
Williams.
stats are outstanding.
Craig Williams rode 3 for us that day and he really impressed me, to say the least. He had 1 winner, a couple of placings, but geez, he impressed me. And
Is he your friend?
he's a good rider.
Oh, he's
You've
a
got
good
to
friend.
You've got to appreciate Craig. He's very different.
I like
very
it.
intense.
Long time for him. That's why he's successful.
Barry won in a field of 10. He's been doing the jumping caper and he's responding well. Flemington gives you a lot of options with your horses and he's thriving down there. It's as simple as that. So he's a chance on Saturday. But look, he's not going to win out of turn, but he's got another win left in him.
Bascule, he's building quite a decent record, this horse.
Nice horse, won his last 3, all been in the city. Interesting race. It's against 4-year-olds. They get a 2 kilo allowance. Not easy, but it's not impossible. He's a promising horse. Barrier 6 of 12. Craig again rides. Good win first up. He won with a bit in hand. He was still doing a few little things wrong. Craig said put a tongue tie on him. We've put that tongue tie on him. His work's been good. Be nice to see him win another one, and then he might be right up there with the group horses for for the upcoming carnival?
Last race for the mares, She's Clean and Calming Influence. I think either horse could figure here.
Well, both coming off the back of two good tough seconds at their last start. She's Clean got well back, sustained a long run with a big weight against the boys. Calming Influence carried a big weight, I think from memory. A horse that beat her carried 8 or 9 kilos less.
She might have been 52 kilos.
Was a claim.
Yeah.
It was both horses went super. They're in the right race. Again taking on the boys, but both knocking on the door to say the least.
Straight to Randwick on Thursday. Happy New Year is the first race, isn't it? Happy New Year play for something. Fillies, Door and Boots won't run. She's drawn wide. Fair call.
Yeah, 1,000 metres like at Kimber on Saturday will probably suit better.
The race 2 country.
So the geniuses say.
You can view that on Channel 2. Country Warrior and Kipling.
What's going on with the TVN Sky thing?
What do you mean?
Is that what you mean by Channel 2?
No, I'm saying second episode.
What's going on with TVN channels? It's a bit disappointing, huh?
You know what? It ruined my Christmas because 3/4 of the pubs in Port Macquarie didn't have TVN. There was only one pub in Hawks Nest and it definitely didn't have TVN. And therefore you had to sit there and watch a red screen for the majority of the day.
Mm.
And if you're at home you had to flick back and forth between channels. It's just been a disgrace.
Mm. I think TVN has evolved into a genuine racing show.
Yeah.
Forget the people on it, the personalities who we are close with, but what it brings to Sydney racing has been very special. It showcases our sport. It puts racing on the centre stage, not just flashing as they go into the barriers and cross the line. You can see other things, and I'm not just talking about the punters, but I think the everyday people, which I think Australian racing revolves around, love TV. So let's hope it's not.
Well, it encapsulates more of the romance of the track, which is what we all love. Yeah. You're watching the wall-to-wall Sky One stuff. You're going from Awapuni dogs to trot races in suburbs we've never heard of. And
you might think, oh, Waller gets on there all the time and it suits him. He gets plenty of airtime and they praise me. But hey, I started right down there as well, and that's helped made me be noticed was TVN. It's not hard to work out what Mr. Ingham said when we got given the job to train for them. He said, I liked Waller on the TV, and I'm no TV personality or anything like that, but I think people can actually see the participants in the sport, who they are, who the genuine ones are and who the ones aren't, and like it or don't. I think it's a tremendous show, and yes, it's helped me, but it's helped a lot of people. It's helped a lot of racing too.
Well said. Country Warrior and Kipling.
What was going on? Lost Hugh Bowman.
Well, I wasn't doing jockeys, I was away, but obviously one job I give you buggered that up.
We did it. Charlie did a fantastic, Charlie Duckworth from England.
From what I can gather, the other party that had him booked must have booked him back in Christmas in July. It was that long ago, and they felt they had an obligation to ride for them.
I've never heard of someone booking a jockey on December 12th.
For a mate.
But funnily enough, the jockey hadn't heard of it, nor the racing manager.
Nah, the jockey manager.
Huh?
The jockey's manager.
He hadn't heard of it.
Nah. Thought it was an outlandish decision, but as with all sports, you stand by what the umpire's got to say.
My word, we respect Racing New South Wales, and they obviously saw it differently, and fair play to them.
Yep.
And they were only going on what were the factual comments. You're certainly not allowed to mislead an inquiry, so fair play to them. If they booked them on December the 12th, they beat us. Simple as that. Anyhow, look,
not helping us find winners.
Well, don't worry about it. Jeff Penza, he rides terrific. He's earned his stripes in our stable. He's done a lot of work for us in the past, and he rides Country Warrior. Barrier 6, should get a lovely run. I reckon he's been gilded since last start.
Yeah.
Last preparation. And Kipling's there. Jason Collett hops aboard. Well, he's found some form in the recent weeks. He's going good again. Barrier 8 of 13. It's hard to say his form's bad. 4 seconds, I think, from 4 runs this prep.
Yep. Sadler's Lake in the third. Impressive winner last start. I really like this horse.
Yeah, me
I
too.
really like it.
He could be a really good 3-year-old. I think he will be. Sad that had a couple of passings of the stallions in the past week. High Chaparral, wow.
O'Reilly this morning.
What a great horse High Chaparral's been for Australia and New Zealand. Just put the stayers back on the map, so to speak. The shootout and the likes. Geez, we've had some good horses in Australia by him. So that's a sad loss for Cornwall, but lucky they've got the likes of So You Think backing them up.
Yep.
And maybe the next one could be in our barn. Shootout's got a full brother there by High Chaparral. Don't think Linda and Graham will be letting us kill them too quick, will they?
No, I don't think so.
And obviously O'Reilly. That's sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been a great stallion to me personally. I remember him winning the Group 1 race when I was a strapper. That's how old O'Reilly is. Was.
100 years ago.
And then Double Dare. He was one of our first horses that won a significant race or two. Those were significant races back in those early days. And now Sacred Falls, which I suppose would be the heir apparent, is that what you say?
Yeah.
He's the dominant Group 1 miler in Australia, I guess you'd say. 2 Doncasters.
Australasia's probably a fair
Australasian. 4 Group 1s over the mile. Geez, he might have a big job to do next season.
I'm tipping he'll have plenty of fillies there. It'd be a big job for your eye, it'd be a big job for him too.
Sadler's Lake, barrier 9, he's going to be hard to beat.
Permit, multilateral in the Tattersalls Club Cup, 2,400 metres. How do you play it?
How do I play it? Jeez, it's disappointing to see the 7 horses in it. Why? Because they get penalised for running a place or running a good race, don't they? And they lose their ratings. So I don't know if this race needs to be revisited and maybe a set weights and penalty scale suits better. I don't know. I'm opposing would have run in the race, but he had too much weight. There's a few lesser horses we could have run in here, but when you're running for 100,000, you can run in a benchmark 75 on Saturday, which Sagan is, for 85,000. And that was a good point about the Summer Cup. It's 150,000. Come on, that's 2 Saturday wins.
Yeah. And a horse wins it, and he's essentially penalised.
It's gone for 107 later.
As a listed winner or a true winner.
It's not perfect, but gee, I can see their side, the programming side, or that makes it hard too. You could, I guess, say, oh, well, the Tats Cup's going to be worth 200, but all the Saturday races are going to be worth 60. We'd all be jumping up and down then too. So we shouldn't be too fussy, but I guess from a racing perspective, 7 horses in the the Tattersalls Club Cup isn't ideal. But our 2 horses have got a great chance. Forget Permit's last run on the slow track. Does not try an inch. He's a cunning fellow, and it's as simple as that. And he could easily bounce back. Multilateral, racing a bit below his best form, but you can make a case
for him. Takes a few to get fit, I think so. Anyway.
If he settles, he's the one to beat.
Yeah. Rock Temple, 1,200, decent draw.
Loves Canterbury, doesn't go quite as good at other places, but you can't always worry too much about that. He looks well placed. I think he's in the top 3 of chances, don't you?
Yep. Race 6, Long Kiss, barrier 1. Runs have been good. Yeah,
coming off the back of that Canterbury day where the rail was at 8 metres. They were all winning from the front. They didn't go that quick in that race, which was the last race of the day. She was cluttered up. Be a bit different story on Thursday with the big track. Barrier 1, probably not her best draw, but we'll be stressing to Tom Berry to get her out in the open. And again, I think she's a top 3 chance.
Good project in the last. Barrier 17 against the older horses. Will jump from the widest alley and does look hard to beat. Yeah,
he does. Bit of weight to carry, 58.5, but look, a young horse, that's not really his rating. He's going to go well beyond that rating. The older horses, if they're still racing in this class, basically that is their rating.
That's their rating.
So I don't see there's too big a disadvantage. The draw, yes, barrier 17 makes it hard, and as you know, you need luck. It's not like a running race where the outside horse gets an advantage. It's all for their, and it's clear to see. What do the punters say? That most of the winners come out of the first 25% turning for home, or what's the stats there?
Something like that. I mean, you're taking far more risk when you're ridden back in a field.
Well, everyone wants to slot in one off the fence with a bit of cover, don't they? One out, one back in the trotting caper. Or if you can't be there, in the first 6 with cover. If you can't be there, I guess lead. If you can't be there, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. But when you're talking barrier 17, 16 in the field, 16, pretty hard to win from 4 wide.
Moonee Valley Saturday, 1 runner. Nice mare, Orion Love. Goes quite good, I think.
Yeah, she is. I reckon she's been out of form a while. I wouldn't be surprised if she won. But I think she'll improve again with this run.
No doubt.
And you've got to respect Australian form. They're tough horses. She's just still in that French mode of doing a few little things wrong and taking her time about getting there. Great chance. Boss aboard, barrier 2, but she's going to improve the run.
Race 1 at Rose Hill on Saturday.
Shimmer.
Crowd's been good, eh?
Huh?
Crowds have been good.
Crowds are fantastic in Sydney. Fantastic. And well done to the
Well
ATC.
done to the ATC.
There's a bit of momentum happening, and obviously new facilities bring people to the races. People love a bit of atmosphere, don't they? Whether you're a punter, you like a betting ring to be full. Whether you're a footy team, you like to have other people there.
Yep.
And just the general public. They like going to a bit of atmosphere, not to a one person per room business, do they? A sterile atmosphere.
I went to an RSL on Saturday to have a bet. I reckon there was more excitement in the morgue.
Well,
it was disgraceful.
You go to the Gold Coast.
But I'm saying I don't know how blokes go and sit in RSL and sit there and just everyone's in lanes watching the races. You
We didn't want to went to a shit RSL.
It was.
You go to some of those surf clubs. Been to one at Noosa, along the Gold Coast there. They're packed.
Yeah,
It's
you holiday
pumping.
in different venues, destinations to me, and the general public for that matter.
Who goes to an
We-
RSL for the holiday? Come on.
Hey, most of the people watching this,
Most young people like
betting
themselves
watching
go to a
this
surf
paying
club.
the $12 a day at the campsites.
Don't be
Not
afraid
flying.
just to put your shorts on and your thongs and go to a surf club like
You
me.
can only do it in Queensland.
Like
They're
us
not
people.
licensed in New South Wales.
I do it all the time, but out west here there's not many surf clubs anymore.
Wow, West, mate. Your pool's probably got a surf club. It's that big. Fair income. What? Is that not a fair call?
No, it's not.
You got your own pool man.
Yeah,
the pool
the
man,
man
lives,
do.
the pool man lives on site in his own pool house.
Does not. Chris does.
Yeah, Pablo, you have come to clean the pool. Right, come on, get into it. Stimac.
Stimmer.
Stimac.
Famous Croatian.
Croatian. I think he started a war, this bloke, didn't he?
Don't know.
Boban was a...
You start war if you don't say his name properly. I know
In
that.
Costa Line and Makuchi.
Stimmer, his run was good first up. Had a spell since then. Trained on well. First trial terrible. Second trial good. He'll be hitting the line strongly.
Nice
Definitely a 3-year-old. Nice colt as a 3-year-old. Costa Line, not a 2-year-old type.
Like
Jesus,
trials.
trialling good.
Yeah.
And he's just got there on his own. Good draw, should race on the speed. Hugh Bowman, wow, how good's he riding?
Makuchi, surprised on debut, I thought.
Went terrific, and I think it just shows you can't be afraid to line him up.
Surprise is probably wrong, but definitely performed
Went
above
good.
expectations.
Had a perfect experience. Shame she's got barrier 12 on Saturday, and Jason Collett rides. We'll leave it up to him to weave some of his magic.
Good project will be scratched in the second.
More than likely run on
Yeah.
Thursday.
Avanako is the other runner there. And
Jeez, did you see his race when you were away? Harrier Jet and Avanako.
I watched every race, every day. Everywhere.
Harrier Jet and Avanako, they went for a gap in front of them, except the gap wasn't there. There was no gap.
No.
But not only did one horse try and go for the gap, both of them tried to go for the gap. So obviously the jockeys were hoping a gap would appear, but no gap appeared. The two horses tried to win into it.
Yeah, we won't go too much more into
You might,
this.
but that's what happens. And
He'll run
I reckon
well.
I've changed with jockeys. I'm not as harsh as I used to be. Can't be. Some of those gaps that those jockeys take, suicidal. Suicidal. I don't expect them to be taking them. I don't mind if they're 3 wide anymore as long as they've got cover. They do a good job, our jockeys.
I don't have an opinion. Race 3, Harry.
So I think Avanarco can bounce back at a good price.
I reckon he'll run a ripping race.
So I think he's a pretty good horse.
He's good.
Definitely don't forget about him. If he doesn't win Saturday, watch for him next prep.
Race 3, Harrier Jet, Marinostro. Marinostro.
Do you want me to take you through Harry Jet's last run again?
No, don't need to speak about it, but I do like the gear change. With you, Bowman Ford.
Right. Look, that's apprentices. They claim 3 kilos.
Don't want to talk about it. Do not need to speak about it. Everyone saw it. It's just forgotten.
When you bet on an apprentice, you must remember they're given a claim for a reason. Not because they're not as good, because they do make wrong decisions, and I suppose they're not as good. But that's why they've got a claim, Liam.
You still talking about it?
I think he'll be very hard to beat.
Absolutely bolting.
He had a tough run last start. When he did get out, he got hauled out and then finally made up ground.
Be like this.
He'll be hard to beat. Marinostro, he could be one to follow this prep.
Yeah, probably 1800 metres third up. Fair call.
Well, I've given up saying those things.
I haven't, I'm telling you.
Chris, Ray Murray here. Just wanted your comment on Marinostro, your show on Wednesday.
You're saying he'll improve.
Marinostro will win third up. But he got up at a good price on Saturday over 1400 first up, and seemed to be a bit of support. What have you got to say, Mr. Warren? Nothing, Mr. Murray. They're horses, anything can happen. So, sure, he's going to improve as the racing gets on, but geez, he did a good job last prep.
He's a very, in my opinion, I'll tell you what, he reminds me of a horse that he used to train called, and it's the same ownership, Gigino.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't you reckon?
Yep.
You run him in it. He was alright, but I reckon this horse goes very good.
My word.
Sagan in the 2400. He's just honest as the day is long, this horse, and I think he deserves a
good run first up. The horse that beat him won fair and square.
It's no slouch either.
No, good horse. He's trained on well. Barry 10 of 11, not really a problem over 2400, but again, it'd be nice to see him get cover. See how he finishes off.
A few in the 1350, Windjammer, Christy Lee, Forever Crazy. Picked up the papers after Christy Lee won. Thought I might have got another mention for Samantha Clinton who I identified, but now you're passing the buck on to someone else.
Well, if I remember right,
talk about it, that's fine.
Obviously you weren't watching.
I'm happy to pump your tyres up.
TVN.
You just deflate mine.
On TVN.
Deflate me.
I gave you a rap. So obviously you didn't watch that.
I wasn't, mate. How could I see it?
Well, there you go.
How could I? No one was watching
thanks,
TVN.
boss.
No.
I did.
Come
I
on.
gave him a rap. Simple as that.
Christy Lee.
Give people a rap, they don't acknowledge it.
Well, you know what I actually give you before the race. I was sitting in the pub, bloke said, "Oh, geez, I reckon Christy Lee will win this race." I said, "Mate, got none." I said, "There's an apprentice on it. It's not an apprentice's horse." I got booed out of the pub.
Right, Windjammer, bit disappointing last start. Overall, he's done a good job this prep.
Soft draw. I reckon you can make amends.
Yeah, I do too. He's no slouch. It's a pretty good field the other day, and he's better than that. I'd just give him one more chance, eh?
Christy Lee.
Senior rider goes aboard because the girl couldn't claim.
Yeah.
Never mind. She'll get other opportunities. But when you put a claimer on, you've got to claim the full allowance. It's as simple as that. So she can only ride 54.5. She would have only been claiming 1.5. You've got to claim 3. Simple as that. So we put the senior rider and James McDonald aboard. Good choice.
Yeah. And
Forever Crazy.
Win on Forever Crazy.
I reckon she'll need the run. It's a pretty good field. We all know she's pretty capable on the day, but
yep.
I'd say she needs a bit further.
Right, race 7, the 1200 metre mares race, Berry Miller and Holy Delusions.
Holy Delusions couldn't get a claimer suitable, so we've gone with the senior rider in Glyn Schofield. She's up to it. She's used to carrying these weights. She hasn't had a senior rider on board for a while.
Not this prep.
4 runs this prep, all been claimers. She had a first, a second and a good fourth. So she's racing consistently. barrier 8, she'll get a pretty soft run, she'll be attacking late, but horse like her need the race run to suit.
Yep. Last race specific choice. Barry Miller, sorry, apologise. You going to run it here or you won't?
No, she'll run here. Samantha Clinton's on her. Can't ride 2 horses in a race.
No.
Gets a weight down to 56. Jeez, this horse has come back good.
Knockout Hope, I reckon she'll be hard to beat on Saturday.
Our horse is normally a bit soft first up because they continue to build into their preparation. She's been off the scene for a long time. That's the only negative, but again, she's another one to follow throughout the preparation.
Specific choice last race. Thought his first up run was a belter.
Yeah, got a bit keen, but got a bit fired up, but didn't go too bad. And
She's
we'll
also,
improve on that. I reckon he's a 2,000 metre specialist this
Yep.
prep. Second up 1,500, I hope I'm wrong. I hope he wins. But I could just see him being a little bit soft over the concluding stages. Not so soft, but just a bit one-paced. He's looking for a little bit further. Hey, it's a good horse. Good horses can race. They can prove you wrong. But I'd say another run over 2,000 and he's ready to go.
Right, we're going to Channel 2 for the rest of it.
Thanks for listening to this one. Appreciate your support.
We don't have a best of the day on this episode. Our best of the day is going to be on the next one.
Oh yeah, make them all tune in.
Rightio. If you're not going to watch the next channel, which I understand if you may not, have a happy new year.